Hi crypto kings and queens, welcome to this episode. As you can see, I changed the background. It's so nice right now behind me. You cannot see into my home anymore. Nice, Natalie. Good. But in this episode, I will go through why this 56,080 support is super important for us, because we don't want it to break. We actually want the market to come to this level and then reach in the targets that I'm having, as you can see right here. But if we're seeing the market breaking this level, we could definitely continue back down to this daily support that we're having. And as long as we're not breaking the support, this support trend line, we are still in a uptrend. The market continue to the upside. I also have Ethereum right here that I'll show you. And we came back down to the Fibonacci levels that I did have around 4,483, and we came back down to this level. We saw the market continue to the upside. We just might see the market coming back down and retest this level, and if we do so, we are looking for, or I am looking for, more buy opportunities, and I still have targets right here. I'll also show you what I see on XRP. I'm still very bullish on both Bitcoin, obviously Ethereum, and XRP too. The market just needs to correct itself, and we're having the targets, and we have to understand how to work with them. So remember guys, I'm no financial advisor. You need to look up everything yourself first, but please guys, continue watching this video and I'll show you what I see on Ethereum, on Bitcoin, and XRP right now. Looking at this, I am having a green screen and the background is great. If you see something from the lamps, it's because I'm not so good at this, but you cannot see my home anymore. Super. Okay, we're going directly to Bitcoin, and I did put up a picture on, and I had a short video on my YouTube talking about this level on Bitcoin at 56,080. We can look at the daily, and from this level we could see the fake out. We saw the market breaking to this, breaking through this support. We came back up, and the market is right now retesting. So we have had 1, 2, and this just might be the third wick that we're having against this level. So the targets that I'm having, and remember, I am no financial advisor, guys. You always need to remember this. This is what I see. The targets that I'm having is based on this Fibonacci that I took from the lowest point from 53,659 to the highest point, and that is 58,777. That is giving me the target 60,048, 62,718, and 65,013. We obviously have to break this trend line, as we can see, and sometimes we do have troubles doing that. But if we see Bitcoin having the power to break this, these are the 3 targets that I'm having. If this support will hold, we also have an inverted head and shoulders right here, as you can see that I already have. So we just have to wait and see right now when if we're coming back down to 56,060, around 56,000 again. We just might see another pullback, and as you can see, we're also having the Fibonacci above and below the supports. You're having the 50% at 56,278, and you're having the 61% at 55,683. So for the market to come back down to this level, just might see a fake out, and then you see the market starting to create high highs and higher lows. We are seeing the market breaking the trend line. The targets that I'm having is based on the Fibonacci levels. If we're coming back down, we have already been here a couple of times, going down to the lower time frames. We're just consolidating. As you can see, we can just take a box. So usually what happens when we're breaking the box and we want to continue for a uptrend or to the upside, the market usually come back down. You see the market breaking it, so everyone thinks the market will go back down. Market laughs at us and be like, yeah, you suck, Natalie. And then the market comes inside, create the second leg, market goes up, and you're like, usually that happens. So we could potentially see that happening right now too. So this is what I see on Bitcoin. The overall picture, we are in a uptrend. We are having the counter trend lines right here, and counter trend line is not a part of the trend. The overall trend that we're having on Bitcoin is the uptrend. This is just the pullbacks that we're having. So that is a counter trend. The market needs to break the counter trend for then continue with the real trend, if you want to say it like that. So we are right now below the counter trend line right now too. So if we're seeing the market create a solid support. That could be when the market is pushing to these targets that I'm having. That can also take us to, with a long-term target, to create a new all-time high. Looking at the weekly, I mean, we did have 1, 2, 3 weeks to the downside. This week, we just might have, at the end of the week, we just might still have this small bearish candlestick. But the next week, that could be when we're actually seeing the momentum breaking to the upside again. But definitely one target that I'm looking at, or that I need to focus on, is the trend line, the counter trend line, because usually we see the market coming to this level. You usually see the fake out, market comes back down inside, and then eventually we will break it. But whatever can happen, we can also break this uptrend when we're breaking. If we would break this trend line, we just might come to it. You have the fake out, market continues to the upside. But this is right now what I'm looking at. Obviously, market is changing all the time, so that is why we always have to follow what market is telling us. So right now, this is what I'm focusing on. And if we're breaking this level, we could definitely come back down to the trend line that we're having as a support trend line. But we are not there right now, so we are just focusing on what's going on the 4-hour chart, and this is basically what I see on Bitcoin. On Ethereum, I also had this on my pictures. I'm going to show you exactly where I have it on my YouTube. But you can see that I did take a Fibonacci from 4,298 to the highest point at 4,776. We did break this trend line. Market almost came back down and retested it. But I took this Fibonacci and we saw the market coming back down to it. The market started to consolidate, and then you saw the market push to the upside. We could come back down again and retest the 50% around 4,532, and then you slowly and steady start to see the market going to the upside again. It's Friday today. It's I mean, we're having the weekend ahead of us, and usually, as you guys know, the market is not moving so much during the weekend. So maybe it's on Monday, Tuesday next week that we will see the market actually starting to have pretty much volatility. It's the same thing here. We're just looking at, or I am just looking at these Fibonacci levels. You can already see the targets that I'm having and the Fibonacci levels right here. Super important levels for myself. If I see the market coming back down again, and I see the market having the same scenario, you see the market having trouble to break it, that is definitely me that I can put another buy order on Ethereum. Market continues to the upside. But as always, we have to follow it. We can also see the market coming back down and retest this trend line that we did break. So it's really important that we always follow the market and see what the market is telling us. And right now we do have, if this daily candle is closing like this, we do have an engulfing candle of this previous day candle. Looking at the weekly, we do have a pretty strong bullish candlestick. And I do believe if we're closing like this, I can definitely see the market filling this wick right here. Looking at XRP, we came back down to 0.9630. Looking at the higher time frames, this is a super strong support and resistance zones that I took from, I mean, I was looking at the daily, but I'm adjusting it on the 4-hour chart, so we are touching as much candles as possible. And this was also the fake out that we did see to the downside. Then market comes up, retest the support one more time, and the targets that I'm having, you have it right here. And slowly and steady, the market will break to the upside and touch these levels. If we see the market breaking even more to the upside, maybe the same thing in the beginning of next week, I am looking at this trend line that we're having right here, and I did adjust it on the 4-hour charts. So if we're coming up to this level, I don't believe the market will just spike through. I do believe we could see some fake outs. Market comes down again, and then eventually the market will continue into the upside. But this is not long time targets. This is short time targets that I'm having on all of the pairs, but that's how I am trading. So that's why I'm having this. So we just might take all of these 3 targets, then we see market coming back down again, maybe to the support, maybe break it. I don't know yet, but this is what I see on XRP right now also. And when you're coming to my YouTube channel, you can go into community and you'll see that I'm having the pictures right here, my different analysis on different coins, as you can see. So I'm having updates about them all the time. So you can see that 1 day ago I was talking about this Fibonacci levels that we did have around 4,483. And so I updated it today to 2 hours ago, and we actually broke from those Fibonacci levels, and now I see the market could potentially come to these targets that I was also talking about in this video. But if you want to see my daily updates on pictures, you will have it on community right here. You can also see that if you're just scrolling down, you'll see that I'm having shorts, and I'm also talking about them in these videos. And remember, I'm no financial advisor. This is just what I see, but I will always show you the targets, the entry that I see. So update yourself with looking at the shorts. It's like it's just 15 seconds, so it's not gonna take much of your time. Guys, remember, on Bybit we have a bonus up to $4,100 right now. You're having the link in the description down below this video, and you're just clicking on the link. You will directly come to Bybit website, and it takes less than 1 minute to create an account. Bybit is a super good platform if you are a swing trader and you want to have very low fees when you're having your orders for a very long time or for a couple of days. Through me, you can get up to $4,100, obviously depending on how much you're depositing to your account. But claim this bonus, and if you're having any problems, just reach out to me and I'll try to help you as much as I can. If you haven't heard about Casta is a token and an app that will be launched in the beginning of next year. It's also the second most searched cryptocurrency that we're having after Bitcoin. And if you want to be one of the first people using this app, you are just using the link in the description down below so that you can take directly to this website, and you're just writing in your email, and you will be just like me, one of the first people using this app. And I cannot wait for this to be launched. This is everything for me today. I hope you're having a great weekend. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm having daily updates about cryptocurrencies, and if there are any pair that you want me to analyze, please comment below and I'll take it with me the next video. Otherwise than that, you know, it's super cold in Sweden, it's snowing, it's depressing, but I'm trying to be happy as always. So we see each other in the live stream that I will have later today. Have a good day. Mwah, from Sweden.